Turning now to our other big story at 6:30, Fulton County's district attorney opening a criminal investigation into former President Trump's efforts to overturn our state's election results. At the center of it all, a controversial phone call where Trump is heard pressuring Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger to, quote, find the votes to reverse then President-elect Joe Biden's victory in Georgia. Joe Ripley live at the state capitol following all of the developments for us.
Good morning. This is a probe that could define new Fulton County DA Fani Willis's career. She is pursuing a criminal investigation into former President Donald Trump, into possible state violations, a number of them. Willis sent out a letter detailing those possible charges, including solicitation of election fraud, making false statements to state and local government bodies, conspiracy, racketeering, violation of oath of office, as well as any involvement in violation or threats. Willis sent that letter to the governor, lieutenant governor, Georgia attorney general, as well as the Secretary of State himself, Brad Raffensperger. Willis wants them to keep any evidence related to those phone calls Trump made in an effort to try and overturn Georgia's election results. Support for prosecuting the former president largely falling along party lines.
Former President Trump's actions were probably illegal under the law, and I think this investigation is very important.
The justice system is supposed to be blind and supposed to be nonpartisan, and it's very clearly just a ploy. It has no chance of being successful.
Fulton County's criminal investigation will demand resources. It will demand time. It will also draw a spotlight on the county. Former DeKalb County DA called this a prosecution of a public official on steroids, keeping in mind the Secretary of State's office already has an investigation underway into President Trump's efforts to overturn the results here in Georgia.
Joe Ripley, thank you. And we have all of the details of Fulton County's criminal probe into Trump's attempt to overturn the election on our website, 11alive.com. It's a top story on our homepage.